Switch to Martin. Now Guido.
That's it long range. He's got it. Dispersed in a Loyal jersey. 1-0 San Diego. Stadium in San Diego. It has been a sellout the last few days. Loyal SC ready to kick off this season. Drew actually got a hand on it, and this one will go high and up and in! One more time! Torero Stadium in San Diego. Professional soccer has finally arrived.
Welcome inside Torero Stadium. Welcome to Matchday Live. He's Darren Smith. I'm Jordan Caruth. We're getting ready for San Diego Loyal against Tacoma. San Diego looking to get the winning ways going at home once again. Darren and I are back pitch side. We're doing our best not to get hit by any soccer balls. We're very scared that one of us is just going to take one right to the side of the face at any point. We're surprised it hasn't happened yet. Darren, very excited to be back at Torero today.
Jordan, we are very excited to have you back at Torero. Not quite the same. Good match day live last Saturday, but always much better when Jordan Caruth is in the house, especially when it's a happy Jordan Caruth who got up early this morning, who watched Chelsea Football Club take apart Crystal Palace. So it's great to have you here. Cheers to you, Jordan.
Okay.
We need to get back to our winning ways here at the fortress known as Torero Stadium tonight, starting at 7:30 p.m. Let's get it going. How do we do it?
We're doing good. How do we get 3 points tonight? We turn it on, baby. We get things going the way that they started at Torero at the beginning of the year. You kind of recapture, you rekindle that flame that we had here at Torero. That's what we're looking to do here tonight. Tonight's Matchday Live is presented by Chosen Foods. I wanted to let everyone know that right away. It's presented by Chosen Foods. All right, let's get to the big stuff. The starting 11, it's been tweeted, right? The starting 11 is out? One second.
It is out.
Okay. Let's talk about what is the biggest news. You see the standings right now. Third place is on the line tonight. The biggest news for us is people have found out the starting 11 now. Austin Guerrero is in net once again. Darren, this is a big deal.
Jordan, this is a big deal. This is the third consecutive start for Austin Guerrero in net. And when we have seen Austin Guerrero through his first two starts of the 2021 campaign, we said, well, I guess everybody is interested in Soapy Joe's and clean sheets and getting clean cars here in San Diego. But three straight now for Austin Guerrero in net, fourth overall in the 2021 season. This is match day 18. This is not injury related. This is Austin Guerrero, Jordan. We have been told he is the #1 goalkeeper for San Diego Loyal. So this isn't about anything other than Austin Guerrero earning this job as the starting keeper for San Diego Loyal. The rest of the starting 11, it's great to see Elijah Martin back. We'll talk a little bit about that coming up in Pick to Kick, who some of the others are, especially what it means coming off the bench later in the match against Tacoma. But for me, that's the most interesting part. We talked about it on the Unnamed Soccer podcast, and I think you and I were both in agreement. You're definitely going to start Trey Muse against Tacoma. So I wondered if this was a 50-50 split thing, so did you. But it was made clear to us, this has nothing to do with health, this has to do with performance, and right now Austin Guerrero is the #1 goalkeeper for San Diego Loyal.
Right, so top of the depth chart, Guerrero gets the start again, even though we're taking on Tacoma. I was convinced this week when we did the podcast, as Darren referenced, I thought for sure it would be Trey Muse. Trey Muse not in net tonight. What does it mean for Trey Muse? Well, I think it depends on what happens with Austin Guerrero. If Guerrero keeps going out and keeps performing and delivering car washes to everyone in San Diego, I have a feeling he's going to keep his job. So it's really up to Guerrero at this point. So that's a pretty big change to happen in the middle of the season. San Diego not exactly coming off a bunch of wins, but they like enough from what they've seen from Guerrero in net, and he has been very good this year.
Yeah, and then you start going back a little bit, right? 3-4 matches ago, and you think about some of the goals that have been allowed. You can talk about save percentage all you want, but it's a much smaller sample size for Austin Guerrero than it had been for Trey Muse. Again, we're at match day 18, and this is the fourth time that Guerrero is going to start in net. So, I don't know that the statistics really apply, but maybe it's a little bit more of that take charge attitude, that take charge mentality. Because some of the goals that we had seen allowed in the 2 times that Trey Muse started, they were a little bit wonky. I don't know that it's 100% on Trey, on his shoulders. But maybe there's something there about Austin Guerrero. We know his teammates love him. We know the coaching staff loves him. He's a Chula Vista guy. It's meaningful to him. Again, not to suggest that it's not for Trey, but the decision has been made, and it's going to be really, really interesting, especially this week, Jordan, that we have 3 matches in a single week. You're going to be playing tonight against Tacoma, 3rd versus 4th in the Pacific Division. And then we get a midweek match, and then we get a Saturday match. So it's 3 times in a week, and this is going to be a very interesting thing to pay attention to, not only for this week, but also for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, and of course the team wants to be really good at home. That's what they had early on in the year. That's something that would be very nice if they were ever in a position to be hosting a playoff game, potentially. We'll see what happens. 3rd place is on the line tonight. You're going to have to finish in the top 2 by the end of the season in order to get a home playoff game. But top 3 on the line tonight between these two. Darren mentioned Tacoma. They've only played 15. San Diego, they have 17 in the books. We showed you the standings. Do want to talk about them briefly. Phoenix with 36. Orange County with 25. They are 2nd. San Diego, 1 point back of OC. They're in 3rd at 24 points. Tacoma, who is in town tonight with 21. They have played 2 fewer games than San Diego and Orange County. Los Dos, after that, they're in 5th. Sacramento in 6th. Las Vegas is in 7th. Oakland Roots, who got a result a little bit earlier today, they picked up 3 points in a 2-1 victory. They are up to 10 points in 14 matches now. That's Oakland. They find themselves bottom of the table in the division. They are 8th place out of 8.
Yeah, and they've also played the fewest amount of games. But to your point, interesting night in the Pacific Division because you have 1 versus 2 starting at 7:30 p.m., just the same way that Loyal hosting Tacoma starts at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN Plus, Azteca 33, and Your View, which Jordan is going to explain in great detail coming up here a little later on. But 1st versus 2nd, Phoenix Rising is hosting Orange County. San Diego Loyal is hosting Tacoma tonight. This is another one of those back into the Pacific Division 6-point swings. If there's any silver lining, Jordan, as we discussed last week on Matchday Live, there's any silver lining losing to Real Monarchs, which was a terrible performance. Not just us saying that. Landon Donovan went on the radio and said the same thing. It's as bad a performance as they've had all season. The only other one to compare it to was opening night in Chandler. But if there is any silver lining, and it wasn't one of those 6-point swing nights. This is one now where Loyal, if Loyal picks up 3 points tonight, which we certainly hope they do, they will have 6 points of separation between them and Tacoma. If Tacoma comes in here and picks up 3 points, well, then guess what? Tacoma moves into 3rd place because the way tiebreakers, the first tiebreaker in the USL is head-to-head. And Tacoma, having already won the first 2 matchups of the year, this is the 3rd time that the 2 sides see one another, they will have won the single-season series. So, that means any tiebreaker moving on here, if Tacoma comes in here tonight and gets any result, Jordan, a draw or picking up all 3 points, Tacoma wins the series, which might come into play later on in the season.
You mentioned that a couple games upcoming for San Diego. If you want to look ahead at their schedule, you bring up that Wednesday match coming up August 18th, San Diego at home against Las Vegas. Las Vegas right now in the standings, 7th place. After that, San Diego will host Orange County. Orange County, 2nd place in the division. That will be a huge one here at Torero. That is going to be next Saturday. Darren, that's my birthday party here at Torero Stadium. Orange County against San Diego Loyal. And then Sacramento hosting San Diego at the end of the month. That's who they have the rest of the month. That's August for you for San Diego. You get Las Vegas, 7th, Orange County, 2nd, and you get Sacramento, who are 6th place. So only one team currently in a playoff spot. 2 others who are on the outside looking in. You want to get those results here in August. July wasn't fantastic. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like last August, but really what we want to do this August is avoid what happened last August.
And I don't know who was responsible for that shot that went way high and way far. I'm just glad it didn't come in this direction. Not sure exactly what it was that you said, but I agree 100% with what you said.
Right.
So, yes. And, let's go back into what we were discussing, talking about building that fortress, because San Diego Loyal here at home, 5 wins, a draw, 2 losses. But guess what? Those 2 losses have come in their previous 2 matches. So as we saw last week with Real Monarchs, who had yet to win an away match, and what we saw the previous time, you got to get back to that. This is what we described as the skid. We're not yet at a streak. 2 straight losses here at home, right? That's a skid. We're not yet in the streak status here at Torero Stadium. So let's turn this around. Last week it was Monarchs. They had yet to win outside of Salt Lake City. They picked up all 3 points, scored a goal in the first 40 seconds, and that's all she wrote. Tonight, same thing for Tacoma. 0 wins outside of Tacoma, 3 draws, 4 losses. I don't want to see that trend continue here. Neither does anybody else who's watching.
No. We gave you the scores a little bit earlier. Oakland beating Los Dos 2-1. There was a red card in that one. Los Angeles getting a red card in the 22nd minute. Oakland scored 2 goals in the next 4 minutes in that one. They get all 3 points. Thank you, Oakland Roots. Thank you. We appreciate that. That's very nice of you. You mentioned a huge one, Phoenix and Orange County. That's 1 versus 2 in Chandler tonight. That one kicks off at 7:30 on ESPN Plus. This one tonight on ESPN Plus. It's also on Your View.
Your View.
Your
View. Your View. Why you are Your View. If you're here in San Diego, Jordan, where can they find Your View in San Diego County?
Channel 4. Right?
Channel 4, San Diego. Those of you who've been around here a little while, you know that station. That's the station the Padres used to be on. So you'll see Sam the Cooking Guy commercials. Maybe you'll see some old Padre POVs, all that sort of stuff. But tonight, 7:30, if you're not on ESPN Plus, if you're not on SDvTAC 33, you can also watch it on Your View.
Right.
Why you are Your View here in San Diego.
Are there like Jane Mitchell commercials in between?
Yeah, Jane Mitchell will be interviewing Bob Chandler, all sorts of fun stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I look forward to it on Your View.
Your View.
Sacramento, Las Vegas Lights also tonight. That one at 8 o'clock a little bit later on. Those are 2 teams, if you want to watch and just kind of follow along, those are 2 teams San Diego will see by the end of the month. So they're playing each other.
Think of how much different at the end of the night this could be. You know, you could be in second place if Phoenix takes care of business at home against Orange County. Just the first time that they will have played this year. That's a weird scheduling quirk, isn't it?
Very
Phoenix and Orange
weird.
County haven't played. We're already done with Phoenix for the year.
Thank God.
But if Phoenix bullies Orange County out of Chandler, which that's the way it usually goes, Loyal picks up 3 points, which more times than not here at Torero Stadium. Guess what? We go to bed tonight, second place. If the opposite happens, then we're sitting here looking at 4th, and then you got to start looking at the other clubs behind you who are trying to make their way into that playoff position.
Darren, I'm a little hungry. A little hungry. I'm ready for dinner. You know what I'm hungry for tomorrow, potentially? Rubio's Tacos. Rubio's Tacos. This Tacos for the Win promotion brought to you by Rubio's Coastal Grill. If San Diego wins tonight against Tacoma,
man.
please. What happened? What I missed?
I mean, we're just mortar shots coming out. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully they're feeling frisky. Let's put these shots on target. That's been a problem the last 2 games here.
If San Diego win tonight, and if it's any indication, they're ready to fire off some shots. Hopefully they're on target, unlike the pregame show. Fans going to receive 1 free a la carte taco. Enter coupon code SDLoyal online at rubios.com or in the Rubios app. That is tomorrow, August 15th. Get a free taco. I would use the Rubios app. That would be my approach. That's the approach I recommend to you at home.
You crushed that read, Jordan. Crushed it.
Thank you. Even with the aerial attack that we're under here on the side of the field. We'll take a break just to be safe. We'll come back after this.
Your summer starts here. With big savings on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer the best time of the year. But don't miss out on all the fun. See your Toyota dealer and catch a great deal today.
Right now, drive home a stylish new Corolla with a low $199 a month lease. Or you can save big with $1,500 factory cash back.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about visiting healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open, we are here for you, and we are safe.
It's time to get moving with the financial partner that's here for your journey. From small steps to big milestones, USE Credit Union is here for you. With tools to help you bank fast, solutions to help you go far, and a team of dream makers that's ready to help you step forward with confidence. USE Credit Union.
Welcome back. It's Torero Stadium. This is Matchday Live. He's Jordan Carruth. I'm Darren Smith. Coming up 7:30 at San Diego Loyal, hosting Tacoma Defiance. On your view, ESPN Plus, Azteca America 36. Jordan, I love that shirt.
Thank you.
Somebody came by earlier. I think it was Andrew Vasiliadis, who's the chairman of San Diego Loyal, and said, "Are you enjoying wearing that shirt?" Is that what Andrew said?
Yeah, he came over.
He was like, "Hey, do you love that?" I was like, "Yeah, I love it too."
Yeah.
Do you like this one? This one's a new one. I just got
Really good.
this.
What else can people get?
I don't
There's
know
other
what
stuff.
I don't know what color this is because I'm a colorblind fella, but all I know is if you want the newest SD Loyal gear, kits, the Adidas collection, unique designs that you can't find anywhere else, go to the shop in Mission Valley. Shop online today at theshop.sdloyal.com or visit the shop in Mission Valley. I see
Darren.
Jack Metcalf right over here.
Yeah, he's talking to the owner of this. We got to give him a second. How about I hand you things? You tell them if they can get it at the shop or not.
Yes.
This is one of the balls that almost took us out. Went flying over. We tracked it down. It's supposed to be back on the field. I intercepted it. Can they get this at the shop?
I don't think you can get this at the shop.
Okay.
But if you come in, if you sit in the Tory section, you can get one of these and you can maybe like put it under your shirt and just go, "Hey, I'm pregnant, everybody. Leave me alone."
Can they get this at the shop?
Jordan, I believe they can get this. This is new. You can get this at the shop. It says San Diego Loyal Soccer Club. And check this out, under the hoodie, it's got the logo, the SD logo. Very nice.
Very nice. Can they get this at the shop?
Oh, man. You did it. You actually did it. He's going to make me do it. Trash.
Listen, this is called tough love. We need Darren
to
fight through it.
I'm over it.
This is how we get him
I'm
through
over it. I'm ready. Peña Blaugrana, we'll see you tomorrow at Serrano's.
Yes, we will.
Get that out of here. What are you trying to do?
Okay, we're going to talk to Jack Metcalf now. Jack, welcome. Now it's not so dangerous for you to join us.
Yes,
Welcome.
we will be very careful. We will be very careful.
Darren's going to hold the microphone.
You want me to hold
for
the mic?
I can hold it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got one
Just
good
this-
hand.
Just this left one.
We're just going to be over here.
Yeah.
Okay. I've had a broken collarbone. I know everything.
Yeah.
It's
Listen,
tough.
I hope we have permission to do this. We did not ask anyone if we can talk to Jack Metcalf before the game, but here we are talking to Jack Metcalf before the game. We'll be nice, we promise.
Yeah.
Like Darren said,
Yeah.
he has also broken a collarbone. How does that feel?
You know what? It was one of those things that straight away I knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
I was on the ground and initially thought like my shoulder had popped out or something like that, but then when I took a little peek, you could tell that it was broken straight away. So wasn't a fun feeling, but I was, well looked after by all the team here, and Pauline and Chris, everyone took great care of me. So
Have you broken your collarbone before?
I've never broken a bone before. So,
Never broken a bone?
Yeah,
Same.
I know.
That was my first one too.
And so 29, and I've been super lucky with injuries throughout my pro career, and this is the first major one. So
I've never broken a bone, but that doesn't surprise anyone. I'm not an athlete.
yeah,
you actually go out and do stuff. Unlike me.
Yeah.
I'm shocked you've never broken a bone before.
No, I've been super
now,
lucky.
of course.
Yeah.
Especially the way you play. I mean,
Yeah.
you're always right in the middle of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So, yeah, and I heard that bus ride home was
Not fun.
not fun.
Not fun.
You went
Yeah.
the whole bus ride home from Carson to San Diego.
Yeah.
And I'm sure every little bump probably felt like you were off.
That was the thing. I had some pretty good meds there, but yeah, it wasn't fun. Let's just put it that way. But I was straight into Radies the next day, and like I said, well taken care of. So all good from there.
Right,
Yeah.
and we'll definitely. I feel we're going to see you again this year.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah. Plenty of games left to play, and I've been told a pretty good diagnosis, so I'll be back as soon as I'm allowed to.
Great.
Yeah.
What does one do to get back from this injury?
You know what? I think it's one of those things where, there's a plate and screws in the bone, so it when that heals, you're good to go. And it's just a lot of PT. We've been working this week on, small movements until we're allowed to take it the next step, but kind of just let it heal and then take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You were at the time when you get injured, nobody had started more, nobody had played more minutes than Jack Metcalf. How tough is it to be a spectator?
it is. It's a strange feeling. It was probably more strange being at home last week against the Monarchs, sitting at home watching the game, because like you said, I've been involved in every single game of the club's history so far, and it is a strange feeling being out here right now, talking to you guys before the game. But yeah, it's one of those things. Every player has to go through stuff like this in their career, and it's one of those things that you just have to deal with it when it comes. But I'm looking forward to it. Tonight's going to be a good game. Two very good footballing teams and a big one for us.
There's a lot of different stories with players here with San Diego Loyal. Has there been anyone to talk to you about injuries? Is there someone who has also broken their collarbone?
Yeah, I mean, there's been quite a few. Ben Spencer's had quite a few tough shoulder and collarbone injuries.
What did he say about it?
Well, his is kind of like sticking up out of his skin. So I don't think he had
his
surgery.
Collarbone is sticking out of his skin.
Next time you see Ben, ask him to take a look at his shoulder. It's an interesting one. So I was chatting to him.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah. So, but I was chatting to him, and he was telling me his recovery times and stuff. So I bounced some ideas off him.
Yeah, it's like I said, I remember.
How did you do yours?
So I was leaving a bar in North Park called Bluefoot. Do you know the bar at all? Are you? Are you familiar with that area?
Yeah.
And I kid because I know where Jack is. And I got on a scooter, and one of those bird scooters in North Park, and I went down a wrong one-way street, and I hit a curb.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you though.
So let's combine Bluefoot with scooter with wrong way with curb.
And I will leave you with
broken
this, and I'll give you the
collarbone.
other element to the story. It also happened a couple of years ago, a day I'm sure you remember well, where Liverpool at Anfield beat Barcelona in the Champions League.
I remember that one.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Well,
And he's a Barca supporter. That's a bad day. I almost cursed on this.
Did you have a worse day or what?
That's a tough day.
That's a tough one.
Day.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
I would like to ask, Oliver Larraz, we don't know much about him.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you know about him.
Yeah.
I don't know, I sort of see the starting 11. I think he's starting where you would be starting. What would you say to him as he prepares to go out here tonight against Tacoma?
He's, from little glimpses that I've seen this week in training, he's a great player. Obviously he's a young kid, but someone that looks like he plays well above, his age, and he plays mature, and he's got so many good players around him. I would just say listen to those guys, listen to the advice of Stoney and Charlie and whoever else is around him, Blakey, and he'll be in a good way. So I have a mutual friend with Ollie, Jack Price in Colorado. So we were talking about our mutual friend a little bit this week, but he'll be just fine. And like I said, listen to the advice around him, and he'll be in good shape.
And can I just ask one more thing before Jordan we wrap it up?
Yeah.
So we do a segment on this pre-match show called Matchday Live. It's called Pick to Kick, where it's a running tally all season long. 3 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist. End of the year, we'll see who's on top. We'll get to that coming up in the next segment. But honorary, if Jack Metcalf were picking just one Loyal player tonight, who would be your pick to kick?
Who scores for San Diego tonight?
Who has the biggest impact?
San Diego tonight? I'll go with Jack Blake. He's due one here.
I'd say Blake.
So I'll go with Blakey. Yeah.
Blakey?
I think he's up for this one, so I can see him scoring one tonight.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that. It's been a while, not since 619 day for Blakey too.
Yeah.
Not that he doesn't make a mark every match.
He's been fantastic all year long. But
okay, so Blakey scores inside the box or outside the box?
He only scores outside the box, but
stupid question.
Yeah, no, he's been playing real well for us, and I can see him popping up with a goal tonight.
Yeah.
Do you like the chant that the locals have for Blake?
Oh yeah,
about him banging with his left and banging with his right.
We've had a laugh about that one. So it's
how does that one go? I haven't heard that one.
You have to wait.
Jack, do you know how the ending of that one?
I don't think I've got a.
He bangs with his left. He bangs with his right.
Yeah, his name's Jack Blake.
And you'll have to wait for the locals to finish that one off tonight.
We'll be back after this.
Thanks, guys.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
Want the perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
I'm not even sure what's happening here, and I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. We're gonna be together forevs, and I'm gonna keep you looking good, boo. That's why I got you unlimited washes. That's right, we're gonna binge wash, babe. Commit to your car. What are you waiting for?
All right, we are minutes away. Matchday Live continues. Jordan Carruth, Darren Smith. You can see what's already going on here on set. We have lit fire to that PSG jersey offset. Can't see that. We'll wait and see what happens a little later on. We might bring it up to the Torreira to go food truck later on. This summer, Chicano Federation presents Kicking It with the Loyal, a free 8-week soccer camp. It's going to host 800 children ages 5 to 12 at the United States Olympic Training Center in Chula Vista. Soccer camps are open to all San Diego Unified students for free. There are still spots available for the coming weeks. You can apply at levelupsandiego.org. That is levelupsandiego.org. We're minutes away from kickoff on Your View, ESPN Plus.
Your View.
And Azteca 33. What are we doing here?
We're shaking things up. Listen, we usually pop champagne on Matchday Live. We've done this because it's a new tradition and it resulted in a lot of victories. Lately, though, those victories have disappeared. So what are we going to do? We're going to shake things up.
We shaved. We both shaved today.
Shaved. I got a haircut today.
I did too.
Oh my goodness. We're so ready for this. We're ready for 3 points. So we're going to shake things up. Bubbles haven't worked. We're going to get back to bubbles once we get back on track. Tonight, to get back on track, mezcal. It's kind of what Darren and I know best. So we love our bubbles, but mezcal speaks to our soul. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to 3 points tonight.
Cheers to
all
Loyal.
the loyal supporters tuning in. To the locals right over there. We see you. We hear you. Cheers to all of you. Let's take some mezcal. Let's get 3 points. And let me tell you about the new Yuta app. You can play San Diego Loyal's prediction game. It's a new game available for each remaining Loyal match. You can win great prizes on the Yuta app. You can find the Loyal prediction game in the contest section at the bottom of the Yuta app. All right, so we're just a couple minutes away. We want to thank Jack Metcalf. He almost finished that song for us.
Yeah, if anybody out there knows the final couple of words too, he bangs with his left, he bangs with his right. His name's Jack Blake. How do you finish that? Let's get to Pick the Kick. What did you think of his Pick the Kick tonight?
I loved it. I went with Blakey as well. I agree with Metcalf. I'm going with Blakey. He's due. I need to go ahead and climb up the standings a little bit because you have a very nice lead. I'm not the only one. Shannon McMillan also going with Blakey tonight. So Shannon and I riding together with Jack Blake. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Corey Herzog. I got a little insider information, Jordan. that the Herzog family is here in San Diego from the East Coast. And rumor has it...
Leaderboard, get the leaderboard off. We don't care that Darren's in first.
Rumor has it that Corey Herzog always scores when his family is in attendance. So we've got extra chocolate milk. We've got extra Buena Vesa, because the Buena Vesa Social Club, it is open already. And I'm going Corey Herzog tonight.
Very nice, very, very nice. I forget who the locals are going with, but they're in last place. They need some points. They need to go ahead and make up some ground.
Yeah,
so
they do.
hopefully the locals come through. I have it here. 1 second. Let me pull this up.
Okay. Get on your feet, San Diego.
Toomey. They're going with Toomey.
That's
it is
good.
Toomey time.
That
Toomey
is good.
Moshobani, who has been like the best player for San Diego in the last month or so.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 Toomey Moshobani scored, so it feels like he's just growing in confidence all the time. The other thing I like, Jordan, is Alejandro Guido starts on the bench tonight. I always feel like Loyal's at its best when it's got like a real strong player coming off the bench late into the match. So I look forward to that later on tonight. You know, hopefully it's not out of necessity, because we'll take anything. 1-0, 2-1, which is the most common scoreline. But I like Loyal having a key player like that, Alejandro Guido, coming off the bench late. So look forward to that.
Yeah, it's definitely a luxury to have a player of his talent coming off the bench. I don't know if it was the plan going into the season that he'd be coming off the bench, but this is just one game. I don't think it's something that would stick around going forward. So maybe we'll see what happens tonight. Matchday Live, thank you for tuning in. They're about to start the national anthem, so we have to say goodbye. We'll be back post-game. Halftime on Instagram on Unnamed Soccer Podcast. We'll chat with you then.
And enjoy Nate Abarea on the broadcast tonight.